Hello, hi friends, welcome to my channel Genuine Hut. Friends, in this video we are going to discuss unitary method. So as I told in the last video. So now let's know what is meaning of unitary method. So unitary, this is our chapter. So friends, in the chapter itself we are going to know what is meaning of unit. You know what is meaning of unit? Unit means, so the meaning is that so we should find the value for any one object. So for example, if I say 15 apples cost 400 rupees, then what is the cost of one apple? So we don't know that. We can assume that it has x. So we can do cross multiplication like this, friends, and this is one more trick. So 15x is equals to 400. So the x is gonna be x is equals to 400 by 15. So 5 3s are 15, 5 8 is a 40. So like this we can find the value of any one object. This is called unitary method. So in this method we have two types of methods, friends. One is direct method and inverse method and inverse method. First I'm going to tell you what is meaning of direct method. So direct method means we should do in first itself we should do multiplication, friends. And second one we should do divided by division. So like this, in direct questions we can solve like these problems, friends. So this is one trick. So you can write this one in notebook. And another one is that inverse method. So yeah, so I'll explain that one also, friends. So this will come under men and time and work. So if one man can do piece of work in 3 days, how many men can do in a work in 2 days? So like that they'll ask questions. For this it is called inverse method, friends. So for that first we should do division, and second we should do multiplication, friends. So that's it, friends. So here if you follow these two methods, so we can completely successfully we can complete a chapter unitary method. So this is the introduction, friends. Now from the R.S. Agrawal book I'll explain some 5 problems, friends. Now let's solve the first problem. If 15 oranges cost rupees 110 rupees, what do 39 oranges cost? Okay, friends, now let's solve it. So solution. Okay, let's go for it. So 15 orange cost 110 rupees. So now what is the cost of one orange? X. 15x is equals to 110 by 15. Sorry, x. So 15x is equals to 110. X is gonna be 110 by 15. So 5 3s are 15, 5 2s are 10. There will be 1, which is answer. 5 22s are. So one orange cost is 22 by 3 rupees. So what did I say, friends? First divided by second multiplication. Now what do 39 oranges cost? 3 into 39. That's it. 3 1 ja 3, 3 13 ja 39. So answer is gonna be 22 into 13, right? So 66, 22, and answer is gonna be 286. 286 rupees. So you write the conclusion like this, friends. Therefore 39 oranges cost is equals to rupees 286. So this is the conclusion, friends. So you can write like this. So this is a solution, you can write in this notebook. Okay, friends, now let's solve the second problem. If 8 kg sugar cost rupees 260 rupees, how much sugar can be bought for rupees 877.50? So now 8 kg sugar bought for 260 rupees. Now X sugar can be bought for 1 rupee. 8 is equals to 260 X. X is gonna be 8 by 260. So am I right, friends? So now 2 4s are 8, 2 1 30s are 2 2s are 4, 2 6 are 1 will be there, 265 are. So 2 by 65. So in direct method, second step is that into 87750 by 100. So that's it, friends. So we are finally over here. So 5 5 here cancel, 2 ones are 2 5s are. So 5 ones are. So now let's do division here, right here. 8775, 5 ones are 5, 7 3, 5 sevens are 35. Okay, oops, we got the answer, friends. So 81755. So now 5 13s are, 5 3s are 15. So 5 9s are and 1. So 13, 13 ones are, 13 twos are 26. So 7 will be there. So 27. So it is there first. So this is a conclusion method, friends, right? 27 kg sugar can be bought for rupees 877.50. So this is your constitution bill. Okay, friends. So now let's solve the third problem. The cost of 37 meters of silk is 6,290 rupees. What length of silk can be purchased for rupees 44,000? Sorry, 4,420 rupees. So now this is the less. So now let's go in. 37 plus is what for 6290. So 1 meter silk is equal to x. 37x is equals to 6290. X is equals to 6290 by 37. Okay, friends. Now what we should do right here. So what length of silk can be purchased for rupees 4,420? So 6290 by 37 into 4420. Okay, friends. Now let's do division for this. 37 6290. So 2 7s 14, 2 7, so it will be for 37, and the 9 is going to be here 2i, 5 minus 3 2, 5. So 37, 5 is the 35, 5 3s are 15, here 85, 37, 6, 6 7s are 42, 6 3s are 18, 18 plus 4, 22. So I think this is the last one. I think let's see for 7. 7 3s are 21, 25. Yeah, 7s are 259. So 1s are 17. So 4420 into 17. 7 2s are 14, 7 4s are 28, 29, 7 4s are 28, 30, 0, 2, 4, 4. It's 404, 9 plus 2, 11, 7 5, 7 5 1 4 0. So here we calculated the first how much meters it can be. So now what we should do here, right? So 4420 by 17. 17 to the 34. Sorry, 10. 17 6. Yeah, now we got it. So it is 26 meters, friends. So I'll tell the conclusion, friends. So there is no space. So okay, let me try here. The conclusion is that 26 meters of silk can be purchased for rupees 4,420. Okay, now let's solve the question. The worker is paid rupees 110 for 6 days. If his total wages during a month are 6245, for how many days did he work? Okay, so 110 for 6 days. So one wage x. So 110 is equals to 6x. So it is gonna, sorry, so here it is 1, right? One wage is x, means it's here 110 is equals to 6x. X is gonna be 6 by 1010. 2 3s are 2 5s are, so then it will be there 1. 2 5s are 5. So 3 5 5, 3 divided by 5 5 5 into 6245. So 5 triple ones are, so 5 6245, right? 5 1s are 5, 2 6, 5 2s are 10, 5 4s are 20, 5 9. So 1 2 4 5. Yeah. So now here so now here triple 1 by 1 2 4 5. Triple 1, right? So here it will be triple 1 by 3. So sorry, 4 2 0. So that's it, friends. So here we can't do like this. So let's try with 5 table. 5 2s are 10. Um, so what if we try with 3 table? 5 is 3 3s are 9. Oh, okay, 3 1s are 3 37s are. So 37 ones are 37 25s are. Oh yeah, we got it, friends. 25 are, yeah. Therefore his total wages are 25. So total wages are 25. So conclusion is that 25 wages during month are 6245, and he also work 25 days. So here thing is that wages means days, friends. So that is the trick here. So this is like some tricky question. So now like this we have completed fourth question. Now let's solve the fifth question. Let's complete the last question. A car can cover a distance on 357 kilometers on 42 liters of petrol. How far can it travel on 12 liters of petrol? Okay, 357 kilometers, 42 liters of petrol. So x liter on 1 liter of petrol. 357 is equals to 42x, and x is gonna be 357 by 42. So into 12, that's it, friends. So 2 12, 2 1, 2 2s are 2 1s are 2 6 are. So 2 1s are 2 21s are. So that's it. So now 21 357. So 21s are 21 into 5. 5 2s are 10. So 21 into 7 7 1s are 7 41, 147, right? So let's try for 21 into 6, and the 6 2 21 6 are 126. 3 minus 2 1, so it is 11, right? 5. So it's working. Let's try it again. 357 by 42 into 12, 2 6 are, so 2 2s are, 2 1s are, oh 3 2s are, 3 7s are, 7 1s are, 7 5s are, 51s are. So 51 into 2, right? 2 1 and 2, so it can travel 1 and 2 kilometers in 12 liters. So let's write here, it can travel 102 kilometers on 12 liters of petrol. So that's it, friends. This is your conclusion, and let's meet again. So I'll see, friends. So today is the last day, right? So actually what happened, right? Yesterday there was no time. I was preparing the thumbnail and the time was not there. So now so I think I can prepare a last video, sorry, another video tomorrow, or if not possible, so let's again meet after 1 month. Until then, the Jennings Hut is signing off.